Hello. Sorry for the delay. I had to get some food set up because I just kind of rushed in here from walking my dogs and taking a quick shower. But now I'm all set up and comfy. So hello, welcome. Teddington, you are a first-time chatter here. I recognize you just from like around and about, but it's nice to see you in here. Welcome, welcome. Cam's Dono, welcome in. Thank you for coming. Yeah, we got some new commands in today. And Nuno, welcome. Thank you for coming. And, well, Coda, I knew you were coming, but welcome all the same. Flavius, welcome. So we got some new commands. You can do an exclamation mark help now, and then it will showcase whatever I have. So feel free to check that out. And I'll just keep updating that as I develop the stream and make new commands that we might want to play with. Melbell12, welcome in. Help now is not going to work, but just exclamation mark help or even H will work. And that'll give you the help command. Okay, so I'm trying to catch up really quick with the chat. Just a lot of hellos. How are you doing? Not bad. Not bad, chilling. Awesome. Since we can't sleep from being anxious about the election, why not stream? Good point. Yeah, I mean, it's a little too early for me to go to bed anyway, but I was just personally like gonna work on a bit of prototyping on what I would consider my dream game. And so I just thought maybe it would be cool to stream for a bit. Not to mention I messed up and I made some clips from the streams I did over the weekend, and I posted all of the ones from Saturday on Sunday morning at the same time. So then now I'm out of clips to post on YouTube. So I wanted to, you know, as long as I'm gonna be working on stuff, maybe get a little more recording going, and also just generally like see how a Tuesday night stream could go. I have no idea how this is gonna go. Like, it's gonna be a shorter one because I have work in the morning. The latest I can stay is a little less than 3 hours from now, so I'm gonna be keeping an eye on that. I'm gonna be pretty firm on that, but that's the latest. But we'll see how it goes. Tara is cool. Welcome in. Long time no see. It's nice to have you here. You need a lot of help. I'm sorry. I would watch the stream, but my data is not loading it. Oh, you can't watch? What does that mean? Oh, your phone data or something? Can you? Well, okay, well, I record them anyways, and it'll be on YouTube in a couple days. I like to delay them a little bit. So, at the very least, there's that, but I'm sorry. I want you here. I want you here. All right, so let's get into this. I haven't opened this project now in weeks, and it's actually version controlled, so that tells you like this is one I care about. Also, just to check really quick, is my audio doing okay? Like, are people hearing me? Turn the music down 20%. Okay, I can do that. Okay. And then I'm going to turn up on my hardware so I can still hear it. Make sure it's still going and get those vibes as well. Pear O'Keet, thank you for following. Welcome in. Is better? Okay, perfect. Yeah, I did a little sound check, but it's hard to tell when I actually get going versus just saying testing a couple times. So thank you. Okay, so this game, which I really hope is currently in a runnable state, just so I can show it real quick. This is my outer space life sim concept. So the idea is that you start as a single character that is on a spaceship, and you have the capacity to clone yourself but you don't have anyone else with you that you can interact with or get help from. And something that you need to do during the gameplay is you need to keep yourself alive and happy and healthy. So you need to be life simming, basically, you know, going to the bathroom, eating food, sleeping, having fun entertainment. You also will at some point need to start scavenging for resources, doing like a resource collection thing. Parakeet, Sims in Space, exactly. The Sims 3 especially, is a huge inspiration for me in this, and like really just trying to like downscope the concept to where I could do it by myself and maybe not take 20 years to do it, is basically the idea. But yeah, The Sims in Space. So you need to start scrapping for resources, so there'll be a bit of a survival element, and that's what I was really playing with in this prototype so far. I'm glad you think it sounds fun. That's awesome. I'm glad. Yeah, it's hard to tell, like, is it just me? But that makes me super, super happy. So you need to scrap for resources. You need to find other ways to not cost as much in like energy. Energy is like your currency in this game, because then you can use a matter synthesizer to make anything you'd need, or like fuel to keep moving and stuff, life support systems. So everything can get desynthesized. All matter can get desynthesized into energy. So the idea is find ways to conserve your energy and scavenge resources to get more energy. But I was watching this video like a week ago about there's different kinds of prototypes, because I was just trying to do a technical prototype on this core game loop of trying to live and trying to scavenge for resources. But I learned there's a few different kinds of prototypes, and for this type of game, like The Sims is so much just kind of watching a movie. Like watching the animations is a big part of the game, and like management stuff, that making a visual prototype might actually be better for what I want for testing if it's good. So that's something I'm thinking about adding, but this is what I have for right now. So you start out, congrats, it's a clone, and you can enter your character's name. So let's just call them iHeart, which is my name. There we go. So now you can see there's iHeart, and we have 30 scrap and 30 medicine. And this cube here is a cloning machine. So as you're playing, you can clone yourself. You will age and die, but also the idea is that the game will be tuned in such a way that incentivizes you to clone yourself sooner than just like in old age before you die. And then kind of allocate roles on the ship for different skill sets. And then this is like a healing box for your health. And I don't think there's any display right now for health, but that's actually one of the things I want to work on today. Excuse me. And then this, I'm gonna move the camera around a little bit. So, oh, sorry. I had to clear my throat. The camera's controlled like The Sims, right click and drag. You can't zoom yet. That's something I'm gonna add. And if you click on your character or right click on them, it'll bring you back to their focus, and then you can drag away again. You can click somewhere on the ground and they'll go there. And this thing is a door. So the idea is that this would be like your hub. This is like your actual space station. And through this door is a shipwreck that you've docked to start scavenging resources. And man, Dev, thank you for following. Thank you for being here. Cam's Dono, how's everyone's day been? I'll let the chat answer, but also I'm having an awesome day. I feel like work went really well today. I'm my day job, and just like I came out of it feeling energized and like ready to do some dev. So that's like always a win, not being tired at the end of the day. I hope your day is going well too. All right, I'm gonna click to open the door, and now I'm on the other side of the door, and here I can rotate, and it's just a procedurally generated hallway right now that just has 2 types of resources. So the blue ones are medicine, and the orange ones are scraps. And as you collect scraps, and I'll follow my little guy, she, I guess, doesn't even like navigate around stuff. Like, this is so underdeveloped. I just really want to like clarify, like, this is a work in progress on a prototype. Like, this is very simple yet. But what we can do is scavenge for scraps a few times, and it's not displayed yet, but the character's skill level is actually increasing each time, and then their energy level is going down, so they're getting more tired. But they'll get better and better at scavenging for scraps because their handiness skill is increasing. This is the Godot engine. This is Godot 4.3. It is my engine of choice. Godot, yeah. So I'll scavenge for scraps a few more times, and then I think I'll collect some medicine. But yeah, like the rate of scraps was just going up and up and up as I kept going. And my character is getting more tired, but there's no display. And then what we can do, this is like the last of the tutorial or the demo here, if I can, if I remember correctly how much scraps I needed. I can clone a new character because you need a certain amount of scraps and medicine to do that. So medicine, oh no, that's a bug. So it's supposed to give me the same pop-up it gave me before to name my new clone, but it didn't. It just gave it the default name of character, so that's too bad. You said, Mel Bell said, do they have a similar skill gain on medicine collection? They don't. So medicine collection, I was thinking the skill gain could come from performing medicine. So you could get better at collecting medicine by increasing your medicine skill, but your medicine skill would get increased by working on medical devices and giving medical treatment to people. Bonsai Mimic, welcome in. Thank you for being here, and thank you for following. Oh, you just realized your stream is running slightly behind. Oh, Cam, no. I'm glad you think it looks impressive. Thank you. It's very similar to something that I did in a different, just like a game jam that I had done a couple months ago with like the clicking, and then you get the drop down of what you want to do maybe. So it was inspired by that. And what I did here is I just right clicked on the ground to deselect the option to walk anywhere. Just so everyone knows that may have just come in, there's an !H or !help that will tell you all the commands for my Streamlabs. I unfortunately didn't get them into the description for the stream before I started today, but hopefully I will get that for next time and be a little prepared more. I'm new. I'm a new streamer, so I'm still figuring stuff out, figuring out what I want to do, or like what I need to do, I guess. So, okay, let's say character. We'll just call them character. Dunkel Grau, thank you for following. Oh, my what isn't accurate either. Oh no. Cam. So my what's not accurate. That's embarrassing. Let me just finish the demo and then I'll fix it. Okay, so character, I'm clicking on, selecting them so they have the thing under them. And I'm just gonna send them through. And then iHeart, I'm gonna send them to heal themselves. Oh, it looks like maybe this process didn't finish and that's why the pop-up didn't work. And if I right click on character, now I can go and see what character is doing. I don't know where character went. Oh no, is this all broken now? Well, the point is when I selected a different character, it brought me to the other scene because they're actually both loaded at the same time. Although it's not working perfect, and that's a little unfortunate, and I'm not sure why. I guess let's see if maybe character doesn't have a mesh right now. What happens if I send character back through the door? Okay, so now character is back here, but still meshless. I've seen this bug before. this is something that I actually fixed last time I was working on it, but I guess it didn't take for some reason. So I'm just gonna pop in and double check that it's exactly the same issue. And if it is, I'm gonna fix it. Just real quick. All right, so we're still in our scene. I'm just gonna go in the remote. Something I'm trying a little different for this stream is I'm gonna see if I can get more work done. So it's a little different than a normal stream where I get distracted the whole time by everyone, and I'm just gonna try and like get some stuff done. Okay, so character's still here, but character's not visible. That's not right. So let's see what happens if I go back to character. Oop, character, and I send character through the door again. Okay, character is visible again. Lenny1, thank you for following. Welcome in. So many new names today. That's awesome. Okay, let's head back through the door and see if I stay visible. Okay, so this must be a different issue. Prior, when I was having this issue, it was that the character, instead of getting sent as a child of the new scene, which, like, let's confirm here, if character goes through the door, they stop being a child of the hub, and they become a child of what I'm calling character gym, which is the hallway. Lenny1 says, hey, gotten addicted to watching fellow devs. Awesome, fellow dev, welcome. Curious, what are you working on? What kind of stuff do you do? Give us a little spiel, Lenny. And enjoy your lurk. I almost said your work. Your lurk, Melbell. Thank you for coming in. Let's see. So then, yeah, that's not the issue. I think it had to do with how the cloning machine was working. So what I'm going to do, just to test this, I'm going to have character collect medicine for a while so that we can afford to clone again, because medicine seemed to go down the most when is the volume too loud on the music, or is that just me? I'm a tech artist at the moment, got no personal projects, work for one of those AAAs. Oh. So not much energy at the end of the workday to explore my own stuff. Yeah, I understand that. I hope you can still get some of that like creative sense of expression in tech art. I know that that can be a very challenging, I mean, it's like totally beyond me. And I'm so curious about tech art. I try to understand what's going on and how to like really use it. But it demands so much knowledge of not just like the technical aspects, which I'm more comfortable with, but also like artistic stuff. Obviously, I mean, it's in the name, I guess. But like, yeah, it's really interesting. And yeah, thank you for coming. I'm glad you enjoy watching other devs, because I'm another dev, and well, here I am. Okay, so I just jumped back to iHeart, and I'm going to have her clone another character so we can see what happens. What's going wrong? Okay, so character gets spawned here, but iHeart is still working on the cloning a new character. And hey, new face, neat. Management game 2. Very right. Welcome in. I must be a new face because you're a new name. Thank you for coming in. Yeah, this is like a management life sim game with a little bit of survival elements too, but trying to make it as small scoped as possible so that I can actually realistically finish. Lenny says, I kind of became a tech art by accident. I'm a 3D modeler by trade. The programmers at my previous job were sweethearts and taught me stuff. Oh, that's so nice. Very nice. Yeah, I'm definitely like a well, not completely self-taught, but mostly self-taught programmer. And yeah, it's totally possible. I think people get intimidated, but self-teaching or like learning outside of school, programming is very possible for anyone, I think. When tech artists get paid more, yes, please. I mean, there's never a bad reason, but that's a pretty good reason. IT technician by family. Yeah, I'm curious how many self-taught people are in the game dev industry, especially in the hobby sector, because or not the hobby, the indie sector, sorry. Pear says it's a dirty job, but someone had to do it. Okay, let's see. Oh, you mean IT? Yeah. Yeah, they're not like us. I'm just kidding. So I'm trying to see here now, what is the queue and what's happening with it that our character is not doing anything. So I'm going to stretch this out a little bit so we can see. And I'm trying to refresh myself as well, just like, how did I program this? So, okay, the queue stack is empty, which is good because there was only one item in the queue stack, and once it goes into the active queue item, it's taken out of the stack. But the active queue item isn't null, which means the character hasn't realized they finished. Clone new character, that's right. Queue actionable item. Queue pre-move check. Okay, I'm gonna go into the script for this actually really quick before I get distracted and just get totally into this. I'm gonna quickly change the what command just so anyone else coming in knows what. Cam says, I spent 5 hours fixing a TV today. Turns out it's a broke AV board, so need to replace that. Cut my finger open on the backboard, oh my gosh, of the TV. So had to take a quick trip to the doctor's. Oh my gosh, get your tetanus shots or whatever. Ooh. That's very much, I would say, over my head. Like, not what you said, but like being able to do that myself. So I'm very impressed. Okay, so today I am picking up my dream game prototype to hopefully make some progress. Wish me luck. I guess I should say what the dream project is. One, two, three. The dream project is a life sim / management / survival game set in it's actually a generational spaceship, but I haven't mentioned that part yet. A generational spaceship where you play as one person who clones themselves to survive. Okay. Sims-like elements are interesting. Familiar with Dennis E. Taylor's Bobbyverse series of books? No, I'm not. Guy pilots a self-replicating probe. Each replicated clone has unique personality, quirks as results of replicative drift. Oh yeah. Clones of clones drift farther from the origin. The rest is history. I imagine something similar here where clones develop their own unique traits. Yes. Welcome in, Mr. Zombie UK. Zombie, welcome in. Yeah, I was thinking it would absolutely be the kind of thing where each time you clone, like there'll be traits just like in The Sims. And each clone would have unique traits, and they have, because of their traits, maybe different skills that they'd be better at. But also they can like learn any skills. So you might have one character that's like a really good doctor, and then they're getting old, they need to be replaced, like when they die of old age. So then you need to clone someone else, and even if they're not suited to be a doctor, you might have to train them as a doctor just because you need a doctor, and then maybe like have them have a hobby that could become their full-time once someone else who's better suited as the doctor is cloned, kind of thing. But the big criteria for me is small scope. So I really wanted it to be something where the model of the characters are all identical. I'm thinking pick alien forms if I can. So it's kind of like maybe they could look a little different, but it's not like we could tell because they're aliens to us. So they all, you know, indistinguishable to us if there's any differences, but maybe they style their hair differently or they dress differently, things like that. But between that and having them only have age stages from like adults or like maybe young adults, elder, no children, no reproducing because they're all same-sex clones, it just like limits what all has to be added to the game. But we'd still have NPCs, we'd have communication, and we'd have relationships, romantic relationships, I'm thinking, would still absolutely be a thing with the clones, and that social need. And, what's the term? Autonomy is something I want to have available. So definitely still a lot of challenging components to this that I'm very scared and intimidated, but like I gotta start somewhere. And even if it turns out terrible, I'll learn, because like life sims are something I'm super passionate about, and I just want to try it and learn. You know, maybe next time it'll be even better if I can do this one and fail. We'll see. Pear says, did I read this already? You can imagine a game mechanic where you improve on yourself in different ways, then have to choose when you checkpoint yourself and or which clone snapshots you use. So I was actually thinking, this is an interesting point. This is another component I was thinking for kind of like a progression in the game, is maybe if, like initially you might not need someone that's good at medical science, but I was picturing the cloning machine was set up by someone before you left space dock. So you don't know, like the original clone doesn't know how to modify the cloning machine, so it's always just making copies of the original clone. But then as someone gets better at medical, and maybe like they also have to be good at electronics, because or like whatever other skill might be related to the cloning machine, then they can make upgrades to it that would allow you to then start checkpointing and like changing the clone copy. So then you'd be like, okay, now we have someone that's really good at mechanical. Let's make an image of them so that we can clone them directly instead of someone starting from nothing next time. And I do want to have a limit as well on how many days that it takes to get to the generational like colonizing planet that the ship is headed to, because the idea is there's like people on the ship but they're all cryo frozen. So there'll be like a point where you actually win, you like end the game if you can survive and keep the ship moving in the right direction with life support and everything, with all the energy you need long enough, you do win the game. Like, so it's a little in that way more compact as well than The Sims, less sandbox. But the components are there. So I feel like even if I get this, like even a few things from this that I can then use for a future life sim that might be more open-ended like that, that's something. That's a win. Yeah. And sorry, Cam and Zombie, I'm not trying to ignore you. I just, it looks like you're talking to each other, so I'm just gonna let you be. And you can just start screaming if you need me. No, it's cool. I heart funny boys. You doing your thing. Oh, thank you. For anyone that's liking the vibe or the environment, I did just start like yesterday a Discord, and there's a link to it in my commands and on my page. So if you're interested in hearing when I'm going live again, or if my schedule changes and I need to update people, or if you just want to hang out, we got cozy vibes. We got pics of our pets that we share. We do like have a forum for collaboration, sharing your progress, self-promotion if you're also a dev and maybe you have a game coming up you want to share, or if you need help or anything like that. It's a good group. I would love it if you joined. I would love it if enough people joined that maybe we could do a game jam someday. That would be super cool. Wardstone, you knew you'd find all the British people here. Yeah, I seem to attract them. I'm not complaining, but a little surprised. I did update my what, so I'm not going to repeat my spiel. Unless like a lot of people start asking what. I'm just going to keep working on this debugging. So I'm going to find the script for the action that's currently happening. So I've been trying to be smart about organizing this, even though it's a prototype, and just making sure that this is being done in a smart way because it's a complicated prototype. And it's at this point, it's been a proof of concept of like, can I mechanically build something like this? So anyways, I should have a script, not for the UI. Prefabs? Oh yeah. Action options. So here, clone character is a script for cloning the character. Let's see. I'm probably just gonna have to full screen this because it's hard to see. Okay, so we have our callback. So this is what gets called whenever we click the button that is clone a character. If we don't have the resource requirement, we quit. If we can't find a spawn point, we quit. Daddy Bedro, thank you for following and welcome in. I hope you're having a good Tuesday. Hello. How are you? I'm trying not to get distracted and work, but it's so fun to see new people come in. Welcome. Welcome. Okay, so we're not doing the new name pop-up. That's the problem. I said the owner is self. Oh, that's why. I mean, what even is self? I'm supposed to be working too, it's fine. Well, mine's a hobby, so if you're supposed to be working, you're in real trouble. I'm just having fun. I'm just kidding. You can play hooky with me. It's okay. I won't tell. So the owner of the pop-up is self. What is self? Yeah, it's this. I'm trying to think what this exists as in the scene. So it would be on the clone machine. It's just been a while since I picked this up. Just work at the same time. Yeah. Yeah, self would be the node that the script is attached to. So I'm just trying to refresh myself. So it should be this button that owns it, or action option. So if I made this visible again and I reopen the scene, oh no, that just gives me the So where did this go? The gang's all here. JD does delve. Welcome in. You're gonna tell? Don't tell. First time chatter too. Or at least that's what Streamlabs is saying. It's hard to remember because I just see you everywhere. I don't know if it's been in mine or in someone else's. You're just around. Let's see. Okay, what's this? What's this? Oh, I got two of them. I've been following for a bit now, but this is the first time I've caught you. Oh, see, this is a weird time for me. I don't normally stream on weeknights. I'm normally Saturday and Sunday, but I just thought I'd try today and, share the work because I wanted to work on this. I'm feeling like I have energy. I feel like I got the time and the place. Timers. This is crazy. Weeknight, it's noon 40 now. No, it's 7 p.m. 40 here. So for me, it's almost bedtime. I have about 2.5 hours left until bedtime. I need my sleep. I don't know what this timer is for. It's been a long time since I've been in here, but I'm glad I have it running because then I can at least see how my changes are affecting things. JD, are you not in the UK then? Are you in America? Or Canada? Maybe you forgot to set your clock back by like 7 hours. Okay, I'm not gonna read that word even though I know what you mean. A Yankee. Oh, he's in Yankee land. Okay. Oh, I'm not gonna read that, but that's funny. You got me. Okay, Okay, I'm gonna look at the clone machine and see how it's supposed to look when you're not live. Spawner? Oh, that's something else. Oh, here it is, clone machine. So I wanted to see how this is actually supposed to get set up. Dash Halcyon, thank you for following and welcome in. Yeah, it is so nice seeing all these new people here. I hope you're all, yeah, I already said this recently, but I hope you are having an awesome Tuesday. I feel like Tuesday, when I was a kid, was like the worst day of the week, and then Domino's came out with 2 for Tuesday pizza, and then my mom would get us pizza every Tuesday, or like maybe one Tuesday a month, and it like just totally changed my perspective on things. Bad Nintendo, welcome into the chat. That's what I looked like before I mattered. What? Oh, did I miss something? I must have missed something. Dash Halcyon says, I don't know why you were recommended, but I love working in Godot. Well, awesome. You're in the right place, friend. And I've totally been there figuring out what the hell my own code means months later. Yeah, it's been at least 3 weeks. I actually started writing this when I was still recovering from a cold, and like even decided I was going to work on it from like being super sick and like having fever dreams while like rolling around on the couch. And then I was like, I want to make a life sim. I want to, you know. So now I'm like, where have I been? I made so many other games in the meantime. I'm just gonna do the exclamation mark H again for people that are newly in here. So I have some commands if you're curious about my work or anything. These are the commands to find out more. And I also have like stuff in my description. But I'm I Heart Funny Boys, or I Heart. Oh, we don't have the fight. I'm so sorry. That's not one of them. There's no fighting here. We're cozy. This is vibes. No one's tried vibes. It just prints out some cute little emojis that I think fit the vibe. My stuff is still, my stream setup is pretty new still, so it's pretty simple system, and I'm just adding stuff as I feel like I need it. I went from making a game being like, this is going to be a simple game, to having a character controller that was close to 1,000 lines and several other scripts that all worked together that I had to completely fix when I went to make a final version of the game. I mean, like, if you're not willing to code wrong and go back and fix it later, you're never going to make progress. So, I mean, I guess what I'm saying is better to go back and fix it than to not have done it at all. It's still a simple game. Oh, but you wouldn't know by looking at the hood. Oh, that's a little, that kind of stings, doesn't it? when They have no idea how hard I worked for this simple game. Coding things wrong and fixing them later is my favorite thing about coding. What? Someone hire this pair. That is like, you should say that in a job interview. I love refactoring other people's code and debugging it years later. Oh yeah, just the starting from nothing and doing it bad part. Okay, yeah, that's the fun part. That's the fun part. Okay, okay, I need to look at the local to actually see. That's why I couldn't tell. Code to your heart's content, even if it's wrong. Exactly. My heart says code and my brain says what? No, just code. I enjoy fixing things too, but I also port games. That feels like most of my job. Port games. Are you the tech artist? You must be. Yes. I don't even remember what I did exactly, but it was hours of just looking at the code and writing down notes about how I can simplify it with a function. All worth it. I hated it at first and loved it in the end. Oh, well, that's nice. I started with Godot a few months ago, and it was nice being completely unburdened by knowing the right way to do things, and instead just writing 1,000 crazy ways to do the same thing. Yeah. Although, I mean, I felt the same like when I was learning my first engine, which was Unity. I moved to Godot after Unity did some things I didn't like. And then like when I did start learning the right way, it really made me tired. Like I needed to take a break from it because I was so like sad when I learned like recommended ways and was like, I can't learn something more. I learned so much. But once you like accept that you're gonna learn more, then it becomes fun again. And now I'm at a point where I just like constantly am like can't get enough learning in. Like I feel like my whole day is just like, at least outside of working, obviously, like and eating, I guess, sometimes showers. The point is I consume a lot of game dev content. Like just like learning how other people solve problems and stuff, and like yeah, I just love that stuff. I'm very passionate. It's like kind of weird. Sometimes shower. Yeah, sometimes. Don't you sometimes shower? Panda. I'm not the tech artist, but I do fix shader code depending on the platform, as certain consoles use different shader languages that don't always play nice with transpilers. Recommended ways feels like a trap. Game programming is hard, as there isn't a right way to do pretty much anything, but there are a lot of ways to do things. A lot of wrong ways to do things. Well, yeah, that's kind of the same thing. Dash says, my first project in Godot when I got back to it was recreating a game by Googling solutions instead of tutorials. Yeah, good. It gave me the biggest boost of confidence. I don't even care how much of it I did wrong. It was done, and I did it by myself. Yeah, like when you can get away from the tutorials and just say, I know what I want to do, like I know what the game should look like, and then just how do I do the specific thing? That's like a huge step it's like a, I don't remember what the term is. It's a learning curve step. Like it's a hump you have to go over, like, and then like your acceleration is just way higher, I guess is what I'm trying to say. The more you learn that you don't know. Yeah, oh yeah, the Dunning-Kruger effect. Exactly. Eat, sleep, and breathe game dev. That is a great motto. You always shower. You don't always shower. Sometimes you do other stuff, right? Sleep. Eat. Game dev. Hang out with me. Hang out with other people. Shower. Factorio. Drive cat to vet. But you can do all that from the shower, I guess. Okay, I'm gonna like focus in for a little bit so I can maybe debug the problem. Like I haven't even started adding what I wanted to add yet. You all are just too interesting and I can't cope. Action option panel. Action option clone character. So this is what we were looking at. Name pop-up is... You should stream all of it, Panda. Oh yeah. Today's vet episode. Oh no. Oh, she's just picky. I was worried. Oh no, I'm still worried. Oh, okay, that's a huge relief. Panda, you got me worried there. That was a roller coaster. Oh. Yeah, I was worried you were gonna say it was something worse. Don't do that when I'm live. Don't say bad news like that. That's scary. Well, maybe... I'm not gonna say you can't, but you scared me. Okay, yeah. Panda. Okay. Okay. Well, I'm really sorry for your loss. I think pets are very much a part of the family, so that's really sad to hear. But let's talk about something happier, like the election. Cam, don't. I don't want to hear what you did to your goldfish. Our pet bully. Beegs. Our pet who we bully, Beegs. Do you think he's in here and just lurking? Sorry, focus, yes. Okay, Cam, I'm sorry about your goldfish from when you were 6. But, like, you shouldn't give pets that age, or to a child that age. That's not your fault. Like, you're too young to know. Okay. So. I thought the action option panel was... Oh my gosh. Okay, I'm gonna allow that through. Sorry. The auto mod's very sensitive. We do love Beegs. Yeah, that's true. We love Beegs. I wish he were here right now. You just want to keep saying his name till he emerges? I mean, he's in the Discord. He got the alert that I was live. Plus, I think he follows me. He follows me. I would need iHeart's permission to stream her stream and chat. Yeah, don't do that. Just stream your reacts, like, without showing what you're reacting to. Do what Practical NPC does and just stream yourself constantly, but from an angle where it's hard to see your screen. Okay, yeah, you're right. Let's get something done and then take a breather. Yeah, I was trying to see how this gets used, because this is the panel. I was under the impression that this was going to hold the buttons that belong to the specific object. So the action option clone character, for instance. Okay. You like the way I say Beegs? Okay. I originally thought he wanted his name Bags. Like, just ignore the 3 until he was calling himself Beegs, and now I say Beegs. I have an awesome accent. Okay. So, Get child action cue index. Cue free. Yeah, so we spawn it here. Make it visible. It's odd that it doesn't have children. But when we click... Okay, so I'm gonna go back into... Like, this button is here. So where is it coming from? Nothing wrong with being child-free. I know. I'm just saying, like, I didn't expect it. Like, this just didn't go away from before either. So let's see. Okay, so we do create a button. Where are we creating the button? No, all this is also Fixie is welcome. I don't think I've seen you yet today. Welcome in. Have I? No, I don't think so. I don't know. I'm sorry if you were here before, but I see you here now, and I appreciate you being here. I just, like, can't get over how nice everyone is. Like, we joke, but seriously, like, everyone's so nice. Like, in this community, it's really touching. I didn't think that being my weird, passionate self about this one super specific topic, like, people would want to hear about it or, like, support, like, emotionally support it or anything. So it's just like, you are, like, you're joking, but no, you're so nice. I love this community. I'm so happy I found it. If the mouse is in the body and we just press left click and it's not currently visible, do left click action. And then left click action would be spawn action options. So as long as we have an active character, we spawn the action items. We set this to be in the mouse position. We make it visible. We allow for the unhandled input. And then we just hide it again. So, like, the button has to be part of this. Like, that's the only thing to me that makes sense. So I'm just gonna look at, for an example, something different. So let's look at this. Still no. Am I going crazy? Khalid Khalil 69, welcome in. Thank you for joining us. Thank you for following. I hope you're having a good time here. I'm sorry, I'm just, my brain. I was just trying to demo my stuff like an hour ago and I'm still trying to debug it. But welcome. I wish I could be more, like, impressive and getting stuff done, but it's okay if I don't. I know it's okay. Thanks, the stream looks really fun. Oh, awesome. We try to be fun. I definitely want to be cozy too and, like, get some, like, relaxing vibes, but, like, the chat is just its own thing. And it's a good crew. So we have fun whether I want us to or not. Okay. So action option. I'm just like going crazy here. Where did this button come from? It doesn't have... I guess I could look here. That's the path in the tree. That's not what I need. No script. Whose button is this? Okay, I'm gonna restart this. I know it's not as helpful to not have everything set up, but I know I'm like kind of stuck right now, so I'm just gonna restart it. Okay, so I just want to see, before we do anything and we just look at the clone machine, it already has the button. How is that happening? Nuna says, the cloning system could have a luck-based system. If you want a low-risk cloning, you would get a clone with slightly better stats. If you opt for a high-risk cloning, you could get a much better clone or a much worse one, depending on your luck. I love that idea. I'm gonna copy that. Like literally copy the text, including your name, just so I can more easily find it later, because I think that's a really good idea. And I'm gonna steal it. By the way, Nuno, Costa. This is like, it tricks me with the A in there. You're tricking me. I figured out what was going on from Saturday with the chasing phylums issue. I think you were the one trying to help me with the button like not passing through correctly. Do you remember that? I figured it out and I would love to share it with you if you remember. Yeah, the menu items, exactly. So yeah, the thing that ended up happening, it turns out in Godot, the ordering, which is what we were setting, like the Z index ordering of the buttons, put it up to like 300 just to see if it would still be underneath. It turns out that's only visual and it doesn't impact the button. Like it doesn't impact which one gets caught by the mouse first. It's only based on the scene tree, and which one's lowest is what gets caught first. And because this was a child of a higher button, because it was like slightly to the left, it was always considered under the button to the right that wasn't selected. So I was able to get around it. I just ended up setting it as the top. That was like the suggested fix from the forum post I found about it. And then I had to like do some work to get the position correct again, but I was able to get it working. And you were totally right. It was just the ordering. It was just like not the ordering that I was setting. It was like a different ordering that was not settable, but we got it. And now I'm like stuck on a different problem with it, so I didn't want to stream working on it. But we got it, so we can actually use it now. 3 hours of tutorials and me hanging out with me. You getting Godot by proxy. Okay, so the buttons here, it means like we have to be creating the button. Button type button. Is this happening on ready? If I go back into the clone machine and we go to the script, it's maybe on ready, it's creating a button. Oh, you know what? Oh, I know what it probably is. I don't know for sure what it is. We'll see. This script, this sneaky little script that only has 3 functions in it. So I was like, well, it's not here. It extends a base class that I wrote that's probably got a button spawner in it. Let's see. Yeah, this has a lot more going on in it. See, I haven't touched this code in 3 weeks. I'd love to say I should just be like better at writing code so it's easier to pick it up, but I feel like I still am getting it. It's just taking a little time, but like it's all here. I just didn't remember to look, and I eventually found it. Okay, so I I get the parent, which would be the clone machine. And then I recursively go up to make sure it's an actionable item, which the clone machine is. So it would only do this. It wouldn't do this at all. That's just like a safety thing in case it was in the wrong spot to keep it from doing something crazy. We set the details from the export variables, so defining what the action's gonna be. And then we set up all the relevant information from the exportables. Connect the callbacks. And we figure out the requirement of the resource. We run a supplemental ready, which doesn't do anything, so that's one that I probably overwrite. Register on click action. Hey, Everon87, welcome. In the actionable item script, I think I saw a func that created a new button way down. In the actionable item, let's see. Oh, register on click action. When does this get called? This must be called externally. Thank you for pointing that out and welcome into the chat. Okay, so we're making the button here. Action stack. Jeez, it's been a while. Are we adding to the action stack using this? Action stack? Where does action stack get populated though? Oh, do I drag it? No? Huh. Okay, this is still within the same... Okay. Q action. Oh, I do a registration. That's what it is. Okay, so this one communicates to the parent. I'm guessing calls register on click action. Is that... No? Come on. Oh, no. I gotta go to the child one. Yeah, register on click action. Okay. Yeah, I don't know if it's what caused the issue, but it's gonna help me find it, so I really appreciate it. And welcome, first timer. Happy to have you here. And good eye. Good eye. Okay, so we are making a button. We're getting there. And the button's getting childed. Oh, that's why I couldn't find it. That's right. Okay, so I set this on ready to action option panel. However, the registration, the register on click action. Thanks for a nice welcome. Oh. I'm trying to be nice. I've been told sometimes I can bully one of my fellow streamers, so I'm starting to question myself. Am I nice? But maybe I shouldn't talk about that on stream. Just my self-doubting. Anyway, bully who? You know who. Oh no, don't say that. It's someone that makes jokes back. I'm not just like randomly bullying people. We all have our moods. Yeah. It's more like I'm trying to be funny, and I think he finds it funny. So this gets called before we reach ready because this is called by a child, and that's why I have this catching the address, which I really shouldn't do. What I should do, just so I can like debug better in the future. So I'm just gonna change this right now before I go crazy. I'll say if this is null, which it will be the first time we enter, but it won't be the second time, so I need to check so I'm not wasting time. And also we want to have it both here and in the on ready because if we don't have anything registering, then we're just not going to do this, and we want to make sure that it's getting set at some point. Yeah, Panda, you do have a clip of that, so now you can, anytime you get guff. Also, he said something right before he left the stream today, his stream today, that made it seem like he wasn't being very nice. I don't know if you heard that. Okay, so now I understand why button exists and where that comes from. So let's get back into the scene and see what the heck's going on. Okay, so we have the button. Action option, include character. So when the button is pushed and we set the connect, action option selected. For a queue action, and then we add it to the stack. Perfect. Okay, so then the character, I knew this part. The character has their queue manager, which is a separate node. And if we go down to the queue manager, it's a big old messy state machine. I don't remember what he said, Panda. I just remember him saying something like, I hope everyone has a great day except Panda. Something like that. Something like that. Or like, I hope to see everyone except Panda tomorrow. I don't remember exactly. Okay, so let's just, at this point, I think we can go into the cloner and just check the callback. And we might already just have our answer from that. But I'm curious as well. I want to see the queue manager. Start callback. And let's get the change state. I think there's a change state function. There might not be. Oh, maybe not. I guess I just change it as I go. It's inline. So I guess let's do that and that. Like it's obviously like creating the clone is the thing. So I'm kind of wondering if maybe this would be a waste of time. Like we have the spawn point because then we got the new character. New character is there. This is not being visible. So maybe let's just stop it here and then click through and see how it goes. I think that'll be good. I'm gonna take it out of the other one because we get so far that we see the character. That's not the issue. I don't know if I have enough to do this the first time. I might be able to do one. Yeah, okay, I can do one. So that means I passed the resource requirement to do it. Kurwamamba. Sorry, it's a tricky one for me. Thank you so much for following and joining today. And I hope you're having a good day. I hope the volume on the music's good too. It's very hard for me to tell because my hardware has an external volume adjuster and then I can't hear myself. So I test beforehand, but then if I get feedback, I change it and then I'm totally blind. Volume is fine. Okay, good. Thank you, Cam. All right, so here we are. Music is fine. Okay, good. Thank you so much. So let's see where this... I want to step over, not into. Yeah, okay. You pronounce my name really well. Nice. Well, awesome. Yeah, I recognize the Mamba part. Like, that seems like that was like its own chunk of word, or I don't know what the term is. So like, I tried to make sure that that part was a single inner word. Longer than a syllable. But anyway, welcome. All right, so it's down here. That should be fine. Except this is a node. All the love from Kenya. Oh, thank you. Well, welcome in. All the love back from Sweden. We're like across the world from each other, but the internet brought us together, and I think that's really nice. That's really nice. Are the fairy lights on the mic here to stay all year round? I think so. Like, this is something I put together last weekend because my ring light died. But when I was watching back my recordings, I thought, or 2 weeks ago now? Yeah, 2 weekends ago, my ring light died, and I did this like as an emergency fix. But I think the lighting looks way better. So I'm probably just gonna keep it like this, unless like something else really sparks my interest to try. Is that okay? I feel like it's a good vibe. I could definitely adjust them, but I don't know. We're just trying to be cozy. Just trying to feel good and have fun and make games. So this is the problem, because this is a node and not a node 3D or a node 2D. And so I think it's not existing in the space. Okay, you were just curious. Okay. Well, you let me know if it starts to look whack, and I will recalculate. But for now, I like it. Maybe I'll change my mind in like 2 weeks. No, I mean, maybe this would be fine, but like it's clearly not working. Oh, because we're mid-step, the character just spawns at origin and then just sits there. Oh no. Okay, so yes, good. This gets set. Position gets set to the center. Good. But we can't see it. So the position's set. And then we wait. So we're never freeing from this because we can't see it. That's what's happening. This await means we're endlessly cycling here and we're never getting through to finish setting up the character. Radiant Wisp, welcome in. Node loses the transform of the parent. It cannot be used to group things. It breaks any transforms. And hi there. Thank you. Yeah, that's exactly what I was thinking or wondering. So you just saved me a looking up, and I appreciate that. And welcome in. And happy to have a fellow Godot that can be here and know things and help me. That's awesome. So this being the parent is a problem as it stands. It is a child of action option. Maybe we could just make action option a node 3D even though it doesn't have any sort of form. I think that could work because then it reduces our need to change other code, which is great. I'm gonna say this really quick. Oop. But then I also want to make sure that the position for this is being actually the global position, since now I don't have any control over what this one's position is. Also, why is this not? I might have to close and reopen this. I hope that fixes it. We'll see. We'll see, and if it's not, we can do more. I tried to group things using none 2D, 3D nodes, just bare nodes, and it broke all of the positioning. It just resets everything to 0. Okay, yeah, I believe it. Yeah, it seemed like it just wasn't existing, but maybe it was just at the corner of the viewport where I couldn't see it. Because when it's, you know, a control, you can't just like move the camera to see it. It's just not there. So that's probably what it was. But this way, I think we'll hopefully get it working. We'll find out as soon as I can remember where the cloning machine is. Oh, yeah. Okay, so I think the issue why I'm not able to find this, I'm just gonna rename this actionable item clone machine. It's like at the wrong point in the alphabet because it had a weirdly different name. Okay, why aren't you a node 3D? I mean, it is, so I guess it's fine. It's interesting that it's not updated here. But okay, so I'm just gonna double check that changing this name didn't mess it up in regards to the hub. And then we can test it. Where's my cloning machine? Here it is. Yes, perfect. Okay, let's give it a try. I had plans, I had ambitions for today. Oh no. Where is it doing that though? Option go here. Are they all? But if I set action option, okay, I'm just gonna try something else really quick. Because if the thing is true, you sense a raid incoming. Oh my gosh. No, we can't handle that today. You must send them away. I'm just kidding. No, I'm okay if people join. I'm having fun. Because if it's true what you said about it being that the positions were set to 0, then changing the global position should be enough. So let's try it and see if that was enough. It was amazing. You're amazing and you're brilliant. And we did it. Oh my gosh. And I didn't have to like mess up everything else. That is amazing. Oh, wow. Okay, cool. So new character's name. I'm going to call this Coda because Coda is my husband who is also in the chat. Hi, husband. You doing okay? Oh my gosh. Hello. Pleasantly wrong. Welcome in, Raiders. Hi. Oh my goodness. That's such a big group too. Wow. Hello, hello. Sorcery Story. Okay, I'm gonna try something, but I just got this set up. So let's see if it works. So I recommend shout out. Yeah, okay, that's not what I was hoping it'd look like. It's my first time using that. I really recommend to anyone who hasn't seen Sorcery Story. She is a fellow Godot dever and she knows what the heck she's talking about. She's making a game right now in Godot in 2D. It's an RPG. I believe that's the intention, but it's all like procedurally generated. I was just watching her earlier today. So interesting. And she's using C#, so it's like a little different use case of Godot, but probably if that's something that you do is use C#, I would say she's the person to watch and learn from. So I highly recommend you follow her. And you can just hover over her name, click it in the chat, and then click follow. And then you don't even have to go anywhere. It's easy. Oh, yeah, I have added also a help command so you can see all of the other commands that are available, all the ones I've added or tried. I'm working on a game right now. It's a prototype of my dream game. And it's such a prototype, like it's got nothing, nothing to it. And I was just trying to show people at the start, and then I immediately ran into a bug. But now I fixed the bug, so maybe I can refresh it. We fixed the bug. I can't even say I fixed it, but we fixed the bug. Yeah, so this is a life sim. My dream game is a life sim. This is a life sim that I designed with the intent of it being very small scope, because I'm one person and I don't want to be spending the next 20 years of my life making a game. So this is a life sim / management / survival game based in outer space. Yeah, and it's designed to be low scope. So it's one character that clones themselves. And they're living through multiple generations on a spaceship, trying to keep it having enough like energy, enough power to make it to the colonizing planet, because it's a generational spaceship that has a bunch of cryogenically frozen colonizers on it. So you're like maintaining the ship and keeping it alive, you and your descendants, your clones, till it makes it where it's gonna go. So yeah, that's the whole thing. You love the concept? Thank you. Are they alone, or do they clone themselves to become crew? They clone themselves to become a crew, and their clones aren't perfect. So the clones have different traits that they start with. The clones can learn different skills and become specialists and have different roles. Like they'll be a doctor, an electrician, and mechanic. I was trying to think about like how would the skills work, because in The Sims they're pretty broad, but in this kind of setting you kind of need them to be more specific because there's just less things to do. Yeah. So initially, Pax Flora, thank you for following. Initially, it's set up where just give me. I mean, this is a prototype that I barely scratched the surface on. Initially, there's just like one model for the clone that just gets recreated over and over again. But I was thinking there could be a medicinal skill and a skill related to electronics that allows you to then upgrade the cloning machine so that you can change the clone spawn, basically, like the starting genetics. INV114, thank you for following. Welcome in. I was definitely thinking it could be the kind of thing where you can maybe pick one of your existing clones to clone from instead of the original. So maybe you have like maybe more skills, or maybe like a certain personality starting point. Or maybe you could set it so you have a little more control over their personality for the next clone. Something like that. And then visually, they'll all look pretty much the same. I'm thinking they'll be aliens to us, but maybe they can have different hair, different clothing, like ways to distinguish themselves. They'll all have names. Anyway, I'm happy it sounds good. I'm excited. Yeah, we have a Discord. I just made it yesterday. So everyone who's enjoying the community, please join the Discord. It's new. It's a little rough around the edges, but we got a channel just for posting pictures of your pets. So if that doesn't pull you in, I don't know what will. Udon Engineering says a clone of a clone is dangerous. I learned that from Multiplicity. I thought you were gonna say I learned that the hard way. Like you're the clone of the clone. Yeah, I think doing clones of clones, or just like a lot of clones, like it'll allow them to have different starting traits, because clones aren't perfect. But yeah, like there's a lot of angles to go, but I'm just trying to work out the mechanics. And I was, yeah, I learned it from Rick and Morty too. Coda, that's so true. That's like what I thought of immediately. Yeah, I had been prototyping the mechanics, and now I'm starting to think maybe a better prototype for something like this could be visually, because I learned really recently that there's different kind of prototypes, and for certain games that are more visual, the best way to prototype it is just to like see how it looks. And yeah, with the Sims, you just you're just watching them do animations. So maybe if I set up some animations and see how it looks, that could be cool. Okay, I'm a little behind on the chat. I have not seen Stargate. I've seen Battlestar Galactica and Star Trek Voyager, and I'm taking a lot of inspiration from those and the idea of a long trek where you need to be creative about your resources, which is the management side of things. What's oh no? Like, do I need to watch it? Do you recommend? I love sci-fi, especially space, so if you recommend it, let me know. I mean, your uncle's camp. Sounds like your uncle has amazing taste. The Clone Wars. Yeah, someone mentioned that last week when I was talking about it. Or was it 2 weeks ago? Seriously, that sounds like the kind of game I love. I'm rooting for you to keep it going. Oh, that's so nice. My hope. Okay, Panda, I am the biggest Trekkie. So, like, if you don't like it, there's a door. It's not your door, but there's a door over there. You don't have to like Trek, but you have to be tolerant of me liking Trek. Todd Makes, thank you for following. I hope you like Trek, and that's why. My goal with this is that it would be like something I could finish in 4 to 6 months, and it would be free, and it would be playable on web, and it's open world, and I don't know if that's going to be possible, but that's the hope. You're a fan of Star Trek, so is the cloning machine actually a broken teleporter? No, it's not. But the replicators are replicators. And the replicators also deconstruct raw materials. Let me demonstrate. I don't actually have that set up yet. Todd Makes, hello. Oh, live long and prosper. Excellent. You were just never interested in it. That's okay too. But maybe, I will influence you over time. So, okay, let me just give you a little sampler. So the idea here is, so this is the original character, iHeart, that's me. And this is the hub. So these are healing boxes, and this is the cloning machine. And you can go here. You can go here. If you right click on yourself, it follows. So that's just like The Sims. Right click to drag, and then it loses focus. Center button to rotate. Anyways, so if you open the door, you go through here. So now you're in a hallway, proc gen sorcery, but this is so scuffed. It's just a rectangle, and they all just go in a line. I want to get better. I have a few ideas for how to make it better, but this is just the start. So anyways, Prop gen, yeah. So the idea is this was the hub through here. And then through here, it's like we docked with a shipwreck. And this hallway represents a shipwreck where we have a bunch of resources we can scrap. So we can scavenge some scraps, and we can stack a few in the queue. Actually, I don't remember if I even set a limit for this yet. Erend, thank you for following. Welcome in. So we're scavenging some scraps, and over time, we're actually going to improve it. There's no display for it. We're going to improve our handiness skill, so we'll start scavenging faster. You're welcome. Thank you for a stream. Yeah, I mean, I love to do it. So you followed the right place if you like people who stream. I guess we're all streamers if you're following someone on Twitch. But anyway. So then the blue ones are medicine. And then let's go over here. Let's go back to the hub. We can just stop that early. And it'll just take us in because iHeart is the currently active one. So when we go through a door, it follows. Let's clone a new character. Let's give it a name. Okay, so again, we're gonna go with Coda, my husband, my sweetie. So maybe, let's say iHeart has low energy, which you can't see, but it does actually already track that. So let's say iHeart has low energy, so iHeart's gonna go here and heal themselves. And Coda is gonna go back through the door. So we're gonna stay focused on iHeart, watch her do her healing thing, which she already finished because she didn't really need anything. And now let's jump over to Coda. Oh, that's a bug. Oh no. Okay, back to iHeart. Back to Coda. Coda, where are you? Oh, I see. The camera was pointed in a weird way. Oh no, are you invisible again? I thought we fixed that. I am become darkness. Shoot. Okay, well the point was that whichever character you click on, that's the one you're in the room of. I don't know why you're invisible though. I mean, I have a guess, but I thought it was so that we fixed a different bug and I thought these were related, but I guess they weren't. But anyway, there you are. There you are. What were you doing? So yeah, Coda can be in here doing a few tasks and iHeart can be over here doing other things. And then we just jump back and forth and it's all happening at the same time. Like I don't have anything in the queue, but you get the idea. You get the idea. So anyways, let's first fix this bug with the new character not being saved from when they spawn. So actually I'm gonna send Coda to collect just medicine because that's what we need to get another clone. And then we'll clone a clone. We'll clone a clone. And then we'll see what happens with their visibility and try and follow that. It's very odd. Just like the first time that they move through, they get invisible. Very weird. Okay, so I'm not certain that was enough. So we'll just keep working and then try. Nope, wasn't enough. Okay. So if you try to do something and you don't have the resources for it right now, it just cancels it. And there's, yeah, no juice. This is not a juicy game, but I'm like so impressed by it because it was hard to make. This wasn't an easy thing, even though it looks like terrible. Yeah, I think that was enough. Yes, okay. So let's call this sorcery. Welcome in. Okay, so let's take a look over here. She should be in the hub. I'm just gonna jump into your code really quick. I hope that's okay. So actually it might be on the door itself. Oh, new people in the Discord. That's so nice to hear. I don't get to see it when I'm streaming, but I'm so happy people want to join. That's really, really awesome. I see there will be a Twitch chat integration to pull clone names. That would be so cool. I'm not even joking. I'm going to copy that because, like, I'm going to copy the text with your name. I'll credit you, but I'm gonna forget it, and I just don't want to. Here before she becomes a TV streamer. TV streamer. Kerwamamba says, what should I get to study to be a good coder like you? Oh my gosh. What are you doing right now fascinates me. It's just I don't know where to start. Well, I studied electrical engineering with a focus in embedded systems. So like C, C++, digital logic and stuff like that. And then I took a few extra programming classes in like operating systems. But honestly, I would say like take programming 101, like whatever the introductory if you're going to university. Otherwise, like I know that there's online resources. I don't have any links off the top. Yeah, you don't need to be an engineer. That's not what I'm trying to say. I'm just trying to say what I did. Coda. No. I don't think what I studied is extremely relevant to this at all, or even close to relevant. I'm more trying to say having the knowledge of how to code, like just the general concept of taking something I want to accomplish it and turning it into programming was... Yeah, troubleshooting. That's true. Troubleshooting is great for programming. Thank you, Grayson P. And welcome in, first-time chatter. You don't even need to study programming. I'm just saying it helps. But from there, just YouTube tutorials. YouTube is an amazing resource. I literally just the only reason I know how to do anything in Godot is because I watched tutorials and I read the documentation. It's just that, like, being familiar with programming helped. That's all I'll say. But there's definitely a lot of people in the chat, a lot of people in the indie community and in the AAA, from what I hear, that are doing programming jobs, programming game dev, and they did not study programming formally. They just studied it as a hobby and a passion, or just like tried it until it worked. Hopefully not too much of that, but you know what I mean, like explore it. There's a lot of stuff out there to learn nowadays. It's pretty great. There's never been a better time to learn new skills. I completely agree with that. Mod Cardi, or just Mad Cardi, thank you for following. Welcome in. Oh my gosh, there's so much going on in the chat, but it seems like we're all just giving awesome advice. You guys are all so awesome. Yeah, I would say being able to, problem solve, being comfortable with a little bit of like, I guess really programming is problem solving. So it's really just about that and exploring it. Bunch of clones in chat. Yeah. And then, being able to Google, I guess, and just being willing to try over and over again. And it's gonna humble you. It humbled me so much, but like deciding that you care more about doing it than about feeling smart all the time. That's the big thing, I would say. Programming does not make you feel smart. It sometimes makes you feel smart, and it sometimes makes you feel like you are just, you don't have it. So like it's a balance, I guess, and like letting it wash over you. Oh, okay, but Nuno, I have barely done anything. Grace and Pete, thank you for following. Okay, yeah, you're right. Let's get something done, and then I will version control it, okay? And then we can all be happy. Okay, because like all I did was change position to global position in one spot. Okay, so set is active character. So it starts with it. I wonder. No, I wonder if it's connected to the door, actually. First time chatter, Smog, welcome in. Communities that can help you out would also be very helpful. From uni, having learned how to code a bit there, having people to ask stuff and to look over your code is very helpful, but not super necessary. That's true. And like, you don't need the community to be in person even. Oh, dinner calls. Well, thank you so much for stopping in, Sorcery and Raiding. I hope you have a nice dinner, and I'll see you probably tomorrow or something. I'm not going anywhere. Oh, you didn't raid and run. You've been here for a while. Hiya, Smog. Yeah, like even the online communities, I feel like there's just like so many good resources, and I've seen a lot of the YouTube creators that do just like educational videos on Godot or game dev in general or programming in general. They have Discords where you can just message them and ask questions at any time. So that also is a great way to connect. Mad Cardi says, appreciate the stream. I've started at Godot on my laptop for damn near 2 years now without doing anything. So watching someone stream it is a clear next step. Yeah, I mean, you behave. Yeah, please behave. You just gotta like watch me, and through I don't remember the term. Let's just say induction. That's the one I can think of. Through induction, you will like be inspired and you'll start Godoing again. I promise. Just a 3-year investment of watching me stream, and then you'll be You'll be back on it. Osmosis. Yeah, that's what I was actually thinking. A bunch of clones. Is that supposed to be an insult? Because we want to be clones here. This is what we're doing on purpose. Okay, I think the door might be the thing that's setting the character actually to be invisible. I hope procrastination is a crazy loop to be stuck in. Oh yeah. I mean, part of it you have to ask is like, am I procrastinating because I'm not doing what I wanted to be doing? That's something I ask myself a lot. Like, if I'm really putting it off, maybe it's because I shouldn't be doing it. Okay, game manager door action. What's this? Door action. Well, then don't try to insult us. That's not nice. Clones are the next step in a cult. That's true, Tara. That is true. We are a cult here, so it's a nice cult though. Don't be scared, everyone. It's a really nice cult. It's like Cult of the Lamb without the sacrifices. Okay, character to move is default to null. And we say if not null, and if not active character, then we send them off. And if it is null, then we just change the whole scene. Oh. Oh. Tricky. First you're a clone, next you're an NPC, and then you surrender your soul to I Heart Funny Boys. I mean... Yeah, I mean, no, I kind of was thinking that the clones are kind of like the same person too, in a way. But like, then like the little differences become almost humorous. Also that they can romance each other is a little funny. I've been thinking of joining University of the People to study Bachelor of Science in Computer Science next year. Nice. I hope it's the right path. I mean, I feel like computer science you really can't go wrong with. I didn't study it, but like I kind of wish I did. Or maybe software engineering. But software is like more hands-on. And computer science, I think, has like elements of that, but then you can also like what am I trying to say? You can also then know more of like the back end like theory stuff too, which is really nice. Like any job you can do with a computer science degree, I feel like. Coda says, I surrendered my soul to I Heart Funny Boys and I've never been happier. Oh, husband. That's what a soulless NPC would say. And Coda's given some advice too. Yeah, Coda got the same education as me from the same university at the same time. I guess you could say we're college sweethearts. So, could you say that? I don't know. We didn't meet in college though. It's confusing. Whatever. We're just cute. How about that? Clones even, you might say. Kind of. We're very similar. Okay, so I'm setting character to move and it's null, which is an interesting thing to set when there's a default. Or is change active level? Yeah. Character to move is null. Do I even use character to move? Oh, here it is. If it's null, we don't do anything. Okay. Okay, so the active level changes. We make the active level visible false. I think we're not sending it null though is the thing. We're sending character to move when it's the character that's active. So let's let's just start from here and see what happens. I think that's going to be the best next step. Yeah, this is not at all what I had planned on doing this stream. I really thought, a lot of clone lore in the chat. Yeah. I really thought I was going to be making a UI module here for like your health stats and stuff. Because I'd really like to on Saturday when I'm streaming. I'm streaming on Saturday, by the way, if people want to come back and hang out with me. I was thinking maybe I could work on making my first animations in this concept. And so I was going to make objects for all your different health needs, like a thing to eat and a bed and a toilet and whatever else. And then I was going to already have the UI set up, all the logic on the back end. I was hoping to do that today. And then on Saturday, we could just work on animating it and enjoy like that process. And it would be a lot more satisfying if all the code was done before that point. I might still be able to do it during the week, but I'm not terribly confident. We'll see. But at the very least, I'll continue this on Saturday, I think, because I'm just very excited about this project. Also, since there's a bunch of new people here, on Sundays, I do something very different. Still game dev, but on Sundays, I do something I call Sunday Fun Day, where I just pick like a game that I like or a mechanic that I think is interesting, or maybe an asset pack that I think is pretty, and I just try to make something, but I don't worry about it being like a full game loop, and I don't worry about it being something that I can like deliver at the end of the streaming session. But I spend like 6 hours on it, and what? This never even triggered. What? This is just fine now. Was it just the first time? Okay, we're gonna rerun it, because I guess it has to be the first time. Yeah, so it's just like a random whatever for 6 hours with no commitment to like finish it. And then at the end, I might continue it and I might just not, and that's okay. And it's just like kind of a no pressure way for me to have fun. I like having fun. Oh, you're right. I bet it is that. Okay. That's a solid point. It must be when the character is null. Oh. Radiant Wisp. Very good. Very good. Maybe you should have a stream. Do you have a stream? You're a dev? Yes? You dev? Yes? You said that? There's so many new people. Fun is illogical. Oh. JDMU, welcome to the chat. Mini game research sessions. Nice. Yeah, it essentially, yeah. I actually stole the idea, or like adapted the idea from something I saw in a Jackie Codes video that she posted really recently, like maybe 2-3 weeks ago. Maybe 4 or 5 actually, because I've been doing this for a little bit now. But she had mentioned something, I think she called it research sessions, exactly. And I thought it was really clever. Basically, like, spends her stream trying to like make a game. But mine's a little more like squishy. Like I don't necessarily have a game I'm emulating, but maybe just a mechanic, or maybe like one of mine from 2 weeks ago, I just bought an asset pack that I thought was like kind of interesting and on sale, and it was like for a horror game, and I tried to make it into a cozy environment because I don't really like horror stuff, but I was just like, I see some potential here, so I made a cozy scene. Oh yeah, the Discord is live. Thank you, Cams. Yeah, I can do it now because I think you might be timed out from doing it again. We also, yeah, there's a video on YouTube of me doing that cozy room on my YouTube, and also that failed. Oh yeah, I think I had timeouts for those, but yeah, I have a YouTube of building that cozy space, and I had a YouTube from this last Sunday where I was trying to make a mining and crafting game mechanic, and I barely got anywhere with it, but I'm probably gonna like continue it next Sunday or do something related because I really had a lot of fun with it. If you clone yourself, the clone is not timed out. That's true. Yeah, and there's a help so you all can see what commands there are and use them yourself if you like. We even got one that's vibes. Oh, you did it too. Thank you, Cam. Okay, so let's see. I think character is going to be null. That's what I think. Oh, it's not. Oh, even though it's not the active one. Okay, that makes sense, I guess. That sounds like the game maker's equivalent of scribbling and a pretty neat idea. I don't know what that means. Game maker... Oh, like just like a game dev's way of like scratch paper, like ideas. Basically, yeah. Someone last week referred to it as like a creative mode game jam. And I think that's a pretty good description of it as well. Okay, so character is not null. Radiant Wisp, thank you for following. Why didn't you follow before? I'm just kidding. No, I'm just teasing. Oh, I stepped over it. Oh, no. Okay. Character to move. Current room. Or yeah, maybe doodling would have been a better choice of words. I mean, scribbling and doodling are kind of the same thing. I get you. I'm picking up what you're putting down. Okay, so I feel like I just totally missed what I wanted to see here. That really is unfortunate. But let's see if at this point... Character to move. Current room is active level. Active level is 931. Character to moves. Current room 931. Yes. So character to move. Visible should be true. Oh. Active. We just really shouldn't do this. We shouldn't set it as invisible ever, I don't think. Because I think this is old code. I'm gonna just try commenting this out and never change the visibility. I remember originally I had it so all the characters existed in the scene, but if you weren't in the room they were in... Oh, no, wait. No, I do want this. What am I saying? No, I don't. No, I don't. It used to be that the character would still be in the room, but the room... Or, like, the character wouldn't... The character was, like, at the top level. I can show. That's probably going to be way clearer. So in the game manager has the hub, which is, like, one of the rooms. The gym is the other room. And so, like, what I did is... Originally, I had the character a child of the game manager itself. And so then it just switched which of these was active, which of these was loaded, and then the characters were all there but invisible. But now all of this it stays there, and the character is a child of one. So the character never needs to be invisible. The room needs to be invisible. If this is going to be anything like Donut's house party, we are in for a watermelon-y treat. Oh. So you saw Donut's house party. I'm hoping that this will be different than Donut's house party in the sense that I will finish it. Because Donut's house party was one of my first games and a big ambition, and then I did not continue it because I just had like new things I wanted to do more than I wanted to extend it as much as I had originally planned. Broheart TTV, welcome into the chat. I like the one where the dog dodges other dogs. That's Don't Touch the Pudge. Is this your first day? I'm just kidding. Okay, let's call this one Coda again. Oh, we're the same color. Matching. Okay, I'm gonna send you out of the room, Coda, and I'm not gonna watch. And we'll see what happens. That one was so cute. Made me want to make one for my dog. Oh, that's so nice. Oh, I'm sorry. I'm like a little behind on the chat. I have an ad blocking script that breaks the follow button. Oh, I see. Oh, and Coda, you're visible now. You did it. I am not an affiliate, and I'm under the impression that means that I don't have ads. but I'm not certain. And someone casted doubt on me recently about it. So I'm curious if people are seeing ads when they come in here, because I hope they aren't. Like, I specifically didn't go affiliate so there wouldn't be ads. I can post oh no, I'm choosing not to do affiliate. I qualify. I just don't want to, because I don't want people watching ads, and I don't need to be like earning money from this. And I found out like you can just not here's Donut's house party, by the way. You can just not accept affiliate and the offer will just sit there forever. So like if I decide in the future I wanted to make money from streaming or something, then I can always accept it later. But right now that's not something I want. I want people to actually like want to be here and not have to watch ads, because I don't like watching the ads. Who wants to watch ads, right? So let's just have fun. Okay, so I fixed a few things. So I'm gonna make a quick commit. Fixes character spawner, character clone, dialogue. And oh, thank you for following JDMU_. I'm assuming I don't say the underscore. Panda, you like it when people have to watch ads? I take tea breaks with chat on my ads. The Donuts House Party is a Unity game. What made you switch to Godot? I switched to Godot because Unity hurt my feelings. And friendship with Unity is over. I did not like the temporary. I know it was temporary, but I did not like the change that they made in their policy. JD is fine. Okay. And I felt like as long as I was using a engine that wasn't open source, this could always happen. And it made me really scared to like invest. And I was still very new. That's part of it too. And like, I understand why other people don't switch when they're like more time invested into learning Unity. But I'd only been using it for like 4 months when this happened. So I was just like, I'll just learn a different engine. I don't need this. I don't need this. So Godot just felt like the good one to try, and I fell in love immediately. So now we're here. Okay, just make sure I didn't miss anything. You should sell out though. Tara, maybe. Maybe later. As a treat. Your last game was also in Unity. I mean, it's a good engine for learning, and I see a lot of professionals making good stuff with it. It's just not something that I wanted to keep using. It's like a game I made on Scratch a couple of years back. Oh! Spot Monk says, you drink so much tea. Oh, that's not for me. I do too, just not today. I wish I had set some up before I started, because now I'm like, I want tea. Unity ran a great promo campaign to Godot back then. Oh yeah, they did. CJ Halvala, thank you for following. Thank you for being here, and welcome. I'm gonna finish writing this commit, because then we can maybe start something new. Fixes character clone dialogue and non-active character becoming invisible when changing rooms. I know that's a super long one. I'm sorry. Oh, it's been a while. Oh no, all the people have been telling me to use Git. Yeah, I see the auto mod. Yeah, I think that's okay. I think what you said is fine. I see what they grabbed, but it's okay. So what's the game? Oh, you haven't heard. I'm just kidding. So this is my dream game. There's a what? Oh yes, it's been used. But it's a life sim in space with, let's just say, survival and management components and clones. Lots of clones of one dude or lady or just like an alien. So I guess it doesn't really matter. what they identify as, but ooh, matcha tea, that sounds amazing. Okay, I'm gonna like pour a little more water for myself really quick, away from the mic because it's loud. I'm getting more thirsty and I drank out of my cup already. But I hope everyone's having a good Tuesday evening or whatever time of day. So basically Stormtrooper Survival Sim. Everyone's saying that. Now everyone's saying that. I would, except if Coda starts the kettle, it's gonna be picked up by the mic. So I'm just gonna do water. I've only got an hour left, so it should be okay. So CJ, it's more like, for me, it's inspired by Star Trek Voyager and Battlestar Galactica. Not like, there's no like fighting or anything. Actually, Coda, maybe you could make me some water or some tea. Yeah, if you're already going to the kitchen. A little kettle ASMR. Yeah, maybe some peppermint could be good. I think that would be lovely. Yeah, let's do chamomile. I think chamomile's better for this late in the day. I'm not gonna fall asleep on stream, but it might make me have to go sooner just because it's really strong. Like, I get so tired. But something's gotta fight the coffee, you know? We'll balance. Stop stealing your tea. Lemon and peppermint. But lemon isn't chamomile. Anyway. Yeah, so it's more like... it's more just like a long haul trying to survive and like being resourceful than about being like militant in any way. It's just The Sims, basically in space. That's what I've been saying. Lemon is tastier than chamomile. Oh, I don't agree with that. Okay, so my Git was not successful because it's been so long that I need to log in again. I guess let's try restarting. I'm just doing this on the other screen because it's trying to get me to sign in. Sorry, I just burped a little bit. Tea, Earl Grey, hot. Make it so. Number one. I love Star Trek so much. My favorite is Deep Space Nine. I actually was a Star Trek engineer for Halloween this year. I knit my own yellow engineering sweater, and I have Lieutenant Pips and a little comm badge brooch that I wear. I have to figure out, how do I log in again? I feel really bad. It just shows how long it's been since I've actually opened Git. I think this is something that maybe I have to do later. And I'm sorry, Nuno, if you're still here watching. I'll do better next time. I'll get good. Oh, options. Maybe this is it. Well, what's the problem? Oh, that's funky. Okay. Maybe this will work better now. Okay, yeah, that was strange. It just changed my my email from my actual get, like, iHeartFunnyBoys@gmail email. Just like changed it to that, but with like a bunch of leading numbers and a plus sign and stuff. Like, I don't know why. But anyway, first push in like 3 weeks, 2 weeks. Pretty good. Okay, so the thing we actually wanted to do today, the reason I'm actually here, what I was hoping for anyway, we're gonna go into character a bit more. Oh, I left some commented out code in. That's too bad. I'm sorry for any kitchen noises. Coda's hard at work. He's doing God's work. Yeah, Git config from the top bar right. Yeah, it was up in the file options, and then I just had to go to my username and make an adjustment. Why do I hear the microwave? I just told you. That's the ASMR kitchen noises from the other room. Oh, no. I don't know what he's making in the microwave. Maybe he's heating up the water in the microwave. He does sometimes do that. Just to be fast, I guess. Get me my tea pronto. We're Americans. We do this sometimes. It's not kosher where we're from. God's microwave, that's right. Okay, so what I wanted to do was add in health. And health on the character, I think it's its own node. Yeah, health manager. Microwave is life. I mean, yeah, there's people, Tara, I've met people that don't own microwaves and don't use them. They just either eat cold food or put it in the oven. Can you believe that? I don't believe it. Okay, so I do not understand this. Yeah, I know. It's like, do you not want speediness? So a kettle must still be new to you then. No, we actually had one in the States. It just wasn't like the default. And for Coda especially, it's still not. Like, I used it, especially using like my French press coffee maker. I always needed to use the kettle for that. Yeah, exactly, Panda. It's just like water, so like, why not heat it up in any way you want, right? Tea tastes different in hot water. Oh, we're talking about food. Oh, Coda, can you put it over here so it's not like over my equipment? Thank you. That's my husband. Okay, it's gonna take a while for this to see, but I'll tell him later that everyone was hating on him in the chat for using a microwave. No, please be nice to him. Oh, my kettle doesn't even have a thermometer. You're fancy. Yeah, I wish I had something like that so I could get tea the right temperature. I just drink whatever for tea. So how is this getting set up? If health status... Did I set this in a global? I might have. I'm just seeing where I defined the health. Oh, it always goes to 100. Oh, I didn't know that. I mean, it makes sense, it boils, so it's like at least that, but okay. I don't know. Character, where are you deciding what types of health you have? Or is it just, it's not just one thing though. Huh. Yeah, I know centigrade, it's okay. But I guess for other people. Hobbit, thank you for following. Welcome in. Welcome, welcome. You know what? I'm just realizing I've been listening to the same playlist this whole time. So let's try something a little different. And please someone message if the volume's like totally out of balance when I change it. Let's do piano. I love the piano one. This is actually like a collection of music assets, like music for games assets that I bought from the Humble Bundle. And it's just like a ton of different genres, tons like playlists off of them. And it turned out to be really great for streams, just to have some like music that I have the rights to that I can listen to in my stream. And I also put it in my game sometimes. But Coda is my musician, so he usually makes the sounds, the music and the sound effects for my games. He actually already made one for the game I'm working on right now, but it was a prototype and he's gonna do some tweaks, or like a mock, or whatever you'd call it. Health status and index. Where is this coming from? Max health. Oh, health. Oh. Health. Why isn't this... What? Why isn't this in the globals? Yeah. Health, where are you? Oh, global classes. Oh. I'm so silly. Okay. There's a global scripts and a global classes, and I guess those are different things. Did I mention that I wrote this when I was still not feeling fully recovered from my cold? Oh well. Now that I see it, it makes sense. Okay, so for health types, none. That's mostly just used for if we're trying to say that there's no health that gets impacted. Walk away for 5 minutes and the Brits are all cross about the kettle. Okay. Trying to keep the sound down. Our kettle is noisy, that's true. Yeah. Yeah, Coda, I think you did the right thing because you brought me tea. And at the end of the day, that's how God will judge you. My health type is also bladder. Do you need a break? Should we take a fiver? Okay, we got energy, hunger, bladder, hygiene, fun, and social. I think those are the same ones that are in The Sims as it currently stands. But I'm not certain, but I think so. Herbal tea is a disgrace, but it's bedtime. Yeah, I don't even know that's good for sleep because then I have to pee all night when I've drunk a lot of tea. Red Bull. You gotta sleep. What are you doing? You're young. You'll value sleep when you're old like me. Your bones get all rickety and you're full of dust. I don't know. Yeah, exactly. My health type bladder goes down to 0. It's critical. I mean, like, so the idea here, right, this is an enumeration so we can call, but these are really just the indices of max health or whatever else. I'm gonna ignore the chat for a little bit because I want to make a little progress on this. So I guess I already had this with the different types. And it's 0 through 5, which means I need 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Perfect. It's already set up. So yeah, these are just like a way for me to know at a glance when I'm accessing the health of the character, what the index refers to. That's like the whole point here. Oh, don't call me out like that. It's more just like I feel bad saying I'm gonna ignore chat, and so then I'm like, all right, what are we doing? Okay, I know I'm like only have 40 more minutes or so before I have to go to sleep, but I actually do need a bathroom break now that we keep talking about bladder. So I am gonna take like 3 minutes and just have a little potty break, and then I'll be right back. So talk amongst yourselves. Enjoy the music. Sorry, I muted myself before I finished talking. Okay, I'm back. I cheated and actually got more water too. So extra minute. Extra minute gone. I'm so sorry. Okay. I wish this was a chair stream instead of BRB text stream. Daddy Bedro, are you new? I feel like I haven't seen you before. Hello, welcome. Welcome. Yeah, but if I left the camera on when I get up, then you'd see me like shuffling around my house and like getting smaller and smaller as I get farther away. And no one wants that. Oh, I did. Was that today? That couldn't have been. Oh yeah. What? I feel like I would have remembered, but 2 hours I guess is. It's been a little busy. I'm sorry. Okay, I'm sorry. I feel like I would have remembered that name because that's interesting. Bedro. Like, how do you... But okay. I'm going to assume you talked amongst yourselves, and I'm just going to get back to work because nothing's making me go, oh no, I should respond. Turn down? Okay. Inches, that's a lot. 5 inches is like a quarter of my monitor. That's like the whole music bar. Let me know if that's better. Just gonna get a little more water. As much as I love endlessly talking, it does something to the voice. Perfect? Okay, thank you. Okay, so we were looking at the health on the character, health manager. So health status gets initialized as a duplicate of the max health. We don't want to change the max health. We just want to get a copy of it so we get the right size, which means that this health script, if we added an extra health type, like if we wanted environment or something to affect your health, it's pretty funny. If we wanted to add an extra thing here, we just add an additional index in max health, and then that would carry through everywhere else for the character's health. So we run the change health, and then we do a decrease. I used to have it print just for like debugging purposes, so I'm just gonna bring it back. But really, I think, oh yeah, and then here, I stopped using change health, and I switched to change health batch. So really, like, change health is just not used at all currently, because I realized an interaction might impede your health in 2 ways. So it's better to just send a full array of the full like health index, right? So like 0 through 5, and then impact each health status accordingly instead of doing them one at a time or something. Just passing the array over. All right, I can see the chat. I see you there, but I'm just gonna keep going because you're having fun amongst yourselves, and I think that's great. I want you to have fun. Hello, Mixed Source Studio. Welcome in. I think this is, you just came in for the day, right? Welcome. How's it going? Yeah. Okay. So I'm just programming. Deving, you just got here. Okay. I decided I wanted to work a little bit on my dream game, which feels kind of bold. But basically, oh, I already started this, didn't I? I'm so ahead of it. Just kidding. I meant to be working on this when I started streaming 2 hours ago, and 2.5 hours ago, and I ran into a bunch of bugs just trying to demo what I had. Have you worked with Unity before? Just Godot. I have worked with Unity. One of the games, a few of the games. If you look at my itch.io page. There's the link. I have quite a few games in Unity before I switched to Godot. But not so many. I'm actually working on remaking one that's in Unity into Godot because I want to be able to make updates and I can't. How would you say these two compare in their workflow? Gosh, that's a good question. I'm sorry, Mixers, I never even finished answering your question, but you lurk, you hang out, and you can always exclamation mark what if you're curious what I'm doing, because I do have it updated there too. But as far as how they compare in workflow, I don't know. I feel like I do the workflow the same because that's the one I learned. Honestly, I haven't used Unity in like a year, and I'd only used it for like 4 months before I switched. So I can't answer that question. But I'm comfortable in Godot. I feel like it's intuitive to me in a way that Unity wasn't. I feel more like when I have an issue, like being able to just click doc, and then I like have documentation that I can read and like find out information. Like, this is a bad example. But if we went to camera, for instance, like oh, no, that's a bad example too. Let's just say the VBox container, open documentation. That's a terrible example. I'm so sorry. But anyway, like just having the documentation built in, I think is really helpful. I like that a lot. And I like the UI. I know not everyone likes the UI, but I like the UI. CYA? Cover your ass? What? Yeah, maybe it could be more interesting. I wasn't prepared for that question. I didn't study. Oh, see ya. Oh. Well, bye. Cover your ass and see ya. Yeah, I don't know. Okay. But yeah, I'll think about that, and if I have more of an answer, I'll say it later. Where are you going? What will you do? I'm just kidding. It's okay. You can go if you need to go. And I'll see ya. I didn't interpret it that way, but now I will always read it that way. But yeah, Mixed, if you can still hear me, and if you can't, that's okay. I just wanted to work on my dream game for a little bit and give it some love and attention, and like I'm just very passionate about it, and I feel like it's a hard one and it's gonna take a lot. And I thought if I can commit to it for like 4 months or something, then maybe I could finish something. And like I don't know. So I'm trying. That's like what I'm working on today, at least. I like to jump around a lot, but today that's what I'm doing. See is something that is said but not usually spelled out where we are from. Yeah, CYA is an office term for cover your ass. Yeah. Oh, okay. Oh, Coda's letting the hounds out because they have to go to the bathroom. That's good. That's so appreciated. Okay, so I had just added an age bar, I guess, and it has character age. Does character age change? Character health target. It's a component of health. Okay. What's the flag behind you on the bookshelf? It's a Swedish flag. I'm in Sweden. So we have a little Swedish flag in our... Oh, don't... Coda, don't do that. That means the same thing to the Swedes as it does to us with an American flag, so don't do that. Literally PewDiePie. PewDiePie doesn't make the games, does he? But I'm not Swedish. I just live in Sweden. Coda was like vigorously waving the flag around. No, he doesn't. He plays games. I could be like anti-PewDiePie, but not in like a we're enemies kind of way. Ooh, yeah, I'm not gonna mention that. I'm not gonna say that out loud, but I believe you. I feel like there's always a new drama. Oh, my tea's ready. Oh my gosh, you did that. That's hilarious. Did anyone stare, or was it like in private because you were afraid? People would see you with the wrong flag. Okay, so I guess the age bar is already hooked up, but I don't think the age on the character changes. So I'm just gonna take a peek at that, because even if one thing can work, that would be cool. Some 9-year-old said I should know it was on a stage in front of like 200 Americans. Said I should not, or said I should? Oh, you said it should, comma, but no, it was on a stage, not in private. I see. Okay. You need punctuation. It's okay. Oh. I feel like a period would have worked there, but that's okay. That dumping the tea in the harbor was supposed to teach you guys a lesson. Oh. The colonies have been reclaimed for 10 seconds. I love at work speaking to Swedish, like native Swedish people, and referring to home country or the colonies. It always makes them laugh, which makes me really happy. I love using like funny words around the Swedish people and like getting a rise out of them. But so age is set to 0 and it never changes because we don't have a concept of time yet in this game. Maybe that's what I should have done first. You have moved from the US to Sweden. Yes, I did. If you're asking me. Yes, I did. I live in Sweden. Okay, I'm not gonna read that out loud either, but I went where I wanted to be, we'll just say. Yeah. What do you call him? Oh, I'm guessing that's for Panda. Oh, I'm not gonna say that. You know, so I think maybe a sense of time progression would make more sense, but yeah, I guess we can add that in the game manager. I think that would make sense. Game level. Yeah. I don't know. I wish I had more of a solid, I know exactly what I'm gonna do when, but like, you kind of gotta be flexible with this type of thing. Tuto 1902, thank you for following and welcome in. Welcome. You just get 2 welcomes. Sometimes people get, it's just like a random number generator. I say an amount of welcomes. Are you both immigrants or did you move there for your sweetie? We're both immigrants. We're from Minnesota. We met when we were poor college students. Welcome, random number generator. Random welcome generator. Oh, I read that so wrong, but I liked your way better. I'm sorry. Random welcome generator. I mean, basically, that's all this is. It's just me welcoming people. I only know rootmus and other Yule board related words. I don't know rootmus. I mean, I could guess. Mus, so that's a drink, right? Tudo, I would like to save the seed for my welcome generator. I'm sorry, we don't have save systems set up yet. But you're welcome to write it down on your hand or something. Root mash. Oh, mush. Mus, yeah. Oh, that sounds amazing, doesn't it? There's some turnips, rutabagas, parsnips, boiled and smushed.
Yes.
Apple mousse, yeah. Tack så mycket.
Mousse? Shit, it is
Mousse. That's Apple sauce is like apple mush. Mmm. Yum. That's like a big thing in, I think, Scotland too. Rutabaga mush. Mush mashed. Whatever. Yeah, I don't fluently speak Swedish, so I can't impress you all. Appelmos, it sounds very similar to the Dutch word for it. Oh, turnip. Oh, marmalade. It's appelmos. Turnip, formerly known as Swede. Are you saying that's my nickname? Or his? Or what? Am I getting confused? I'm confused. We're all confused. What's going on? It was fun hanging out, but I gotta skedaddle. Do you have a schedule of some kind? I do. So regularly I stream Saturday evenings, Central European time, and Sunday late mornings, Central European time. And my calendar, my schedule is on my my Twitch page. So you should be able to see it and convert it to your time zone, whatever that may be. In Dutch, peanut butter is peanut cheese pindakaas. Ooh, peanut cheese. That's pretty gross. Bye. Thank you for coming in. We're actually getting close to the end here, so you won't miss much. Baby food in the UK. Oh, interesting. Or you just mean like because you don't eat applesauce on the regular. Dream game. What's about and can I get a key for the closed beta? So this game, I will just start by saying, is one that I'm hoping to finish in 4 months to 6 months. If I were working consistently on it, which I don't know I will. It will be posted on itch.io, hopefully as a web game, and it will be free to play and like just not monetized at all. I'm a hobbyist, so I'm not going to charge people. However, if you are interested in playtesting, I would love to have you. If you look at the Discord, thank you, Cam. You're on top of it. You can come into the Discord and I will post when I'm ready to get playtesters. And then also I have a link on my Twitch, I think, or on my itch. There's somewhere floating a form you can fill out, a Google form for playtesting as well. But okay, let me tell you about this game a little bit. So this is a life sim. Also, maybe exclamation mark what? But like, this is a life sim / management game / oh, invalid Discord link. What? Oh no. Cam, can you post the right link? Or can I don't know that I can do it without, well, hang on a second. You're just gonna have to look at me real close. Yeah, I just realized that Twitch and Ish share letters. I'm sorry, it's just me now. I'm so sorry. Oh, Discord, you don't have to like refresh and like update yourself. It's just me. Thought we were friends. Let me get a good link. I don't know what happened to the link. This is like day 2 of this Discord. Oh. Let me know if this is better. Why is it looking like that? It's just like the specific channel. Okay. Maybe I did it wrong before. Oh, I see. I tried to set it to not expire, but okay, there's just a bunch of versions of the link. Try them. Yeah, I thought I had, but like I wasn't using the same link every time. I kept recreating it, so maybe I messed up in one of the times. But anyway, back to the game. Was there anything else I missed that needed a response? Yeah, funky with the Discord link. Okay. Looks like I didn't terribly miss anything. But yeah, no, it's gonna be a free game. It's a life sim / management game / survival game where you are a person in... No? Invalid. The Steam link links to Twitch. What? Okay. Funny. I know I heart funny, but like frustrating too. Is the one that's on my this is the one from my description. Oh, it's Safari. It's not a website, it's a Discord. So you would open it, you would go to your Discord app, and then you have to enter it there, I think. Some browsers will take you into Discord, but maybe Safari isn't one that does that automatically. Okay. But anyway, at the very least, do you have like a Discord? Because there should be a thing for that. But you can also, if you fill out this form, you can sign up to play test for future games. Bread Factory Games is what my partner Coda and I refer to our studio of the two of us working together. Like, I'm I Heart Funny Boys. He's Coda Davida. Together we are Bread Factory. So if you see that name, that's still me, just to be clear. Oh no, the Discord link broke. Okay. 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 Let's take a look-see. Okay, so I just clicked the link and it opened it for me. And it looks right. You just joined on your alt. Oh. Yeah, that's weird that didn't work. Like, it worked on Chrome. Okay, because this is what I see, and I'm on Firefox when I click the link. Okay. Oh, you were able to do it when you did it manually. Okay, interesting. So anyway, it's a management life sim survival game where you are a single person, a maintenance man, maintaining a generational spaceship full of cryogenically frozen colonizers going to a colonizing planet. And it's just you and a cloning machine, and you're supposed to make clones of yourself so that you can live multiple generations to keep the ship going. But then through circumstance, there will be the need to scavenge for like resources because you're running low on energy. There'll become a need for you to clone multiple of yourself and more fill out a crew of the ship at different points. And you will have needs just like The Sims, where you have to sleep and eat. You need socialization, you need fun. You have to go to the bathroom. And that's kind of what we were just looking at. Not going to the bathroom, but that's kind of the idea. I'm really hoping that this is something I can get performant on web, but it makes me feel very encouraged that people are interested in it from the sounds of things, from my pitch, because like the reason I want it on web is first and foremost because I want people to play it, and I'm worried if it's download only, people won't. Just reclone yourself every time you have to pee. But then there's just me a bunch of you peeing yourself on the floor and then new clones that what have to clean it up.
Good to me.
Coda says this sounds good to him. Destroy the old one from embarrassment. No. We're nice to our clones. We're very good to our clones here. The old me, right. Okay, so we were gonna add time. I wish I could just add time in real life. So I think this should just be a node. Time. Amazing, we're done. I'm just kidding. My gripe with web deploy is lack of better graphics and lighting, 2D or 3D. It's 3D, and I totally agree. And part of my reasoning that it could potentially be okay with the lighting issues in web is because it's indoors. And it's like, gotta have weird lighting anyway because it's in space. Shower thought time does not exist. Well, I just made it. So there it is. And I'm going to add a timer to time so we can time our time while time passes. And I'm going to name this time. Explain how time works. Baked lighting, maybe. Yeah, that could work. It wouldn't work for the abandoned ships that are going to be procedurally generated, or at least they might be. I haven't fully decided how exactly I'm going to do that. But at the very least, we could just kind of accept that it's not going to look the best, I guess. But like, I think we'll just see how it goes, you know? Time doesn't exist if you don't shower. We were just talking earlier about not showering. Were you there for that? Yeah, I don't know. We'll play with it. I'm not worried at this point. It's really just a prototype of a concept that's not even done. It's like the start of a prototype. So I think time should be global. It doesn't quite. I guess it is global. Well, it's a global class. Yeah. Time's a global class. I kind of messed up with the level of detail on the organization. Oh, time's gonna be, call it game time. What time is it? It's game time. That's not an original me. Does the interstellar mission begin January 1st, 1970? Time 0? I feel like... So I'm not calling you a nerd, but I feel like such a nerd for how hard I just chuckled at that. But you're not a nerd. Unless you want to be. Are we all nerds? Is this why we're here? I just realized I sent my car's aux cable through the washing machine. Ooh. I think it'll be okay, though. I don't think... Like, it might get a little calcium on it, but I think it'll be fine. That would make the whole time concept so easy. I mean, I feel like having just, like, a start date would be pretty simple, too, right? And we could say start date 0. Because maybe this is their first voyage into the stars. And then maybe their time system, like their days, are just 100 minutes or something. That could work. Just nerds joking around. Yeah. Yeah, I mean, part of it's like it's supposed to be alien, it's not humans. So I feel like we can get away with a lot in regards to things like this. Okay, so I guess current, call it current time. Oh, hey, Aya. Is that supposed to be waving? I keep seeing that, but it looks more like a salute. Are you saluting me? I saluted you just now. Did it feel nice? It's a salute. Oh, it is. Okay. Okay, so that's the wave. The little slash. Okay. Sorry, I think my dog just farted, but I had to check that she didn't poop on the floor because it's really bad. Anyway, I'm really creating a vibe here, huh? Atmosphere. Well, I'm actually about to leave. Like, not because you got here, but like, I only have 8 more minutes before I promised that I would actually get off and go to bed because I have work in the morning and it's almost 10 p.m. But it's really nice that you came in and you can stay for the 8 minutes and hang out and we can all be friends. Coda will deal with it. No, I mean, like, I looked and there wasn't anything there. If there had been, Coda would probably, or we just end the stream early because it's, you know, but you don't have to go yet. I'm making my dream game. Did you see? Did you see? What kind of day job? Oh, I'm not going to read that. What kind of day job do you work? I am a software engineer. Wolf Zeus, thank you for following. Thank you for joining us. Welcome. Yeah, so I'm a software engineer and I'm specializing in version control. And I used to be an embedded systems designer and electrical engineer. I've had a couple jobs, but I like this. So this is my hobby. Oh wow, 16 members. That's really impressive. Thank you all for joining the Discord if those are the people still here. That all sounds fancy. It's kind of fancy, but okay, so wait, why are you saying bye? Why are you saying goodnight? What's happening? What? Did I miss something? Billy Bob Buttery Biscuit. I would remember that name anywhere. Hello, how's your stream going so far? We're about to end it. Oh my gosh. I feel so bad, but like I'm gonna have to go to bed because I have to commute in tomorrow. And I have like an hour and a half commute. So I need to be able to sleep. But I love you all so much. Thank you for coming. Oh no, I didn't say I'm ending it now. I'm just saying, like, I'm gonna soon. I know you just joined. I'm sorry. And we're having so much fun. I fixed a couple bugs when I was trying to demo how it all works to begin with, and then it just didn't work. And I'm barely starting. I literally just wrote this. This is like what we've gotten done in the new thing. This suck. But anyway, I'll be back on Friday. Or not Friday. No. I'm sorry. I'm not promising Friday. I'm not going to be here Friday. I'll be back on Saturday in the evening Central European time and Sunday late morning Central European time. And I have a schedule on my Twitch page if you're curious about your own time zone and how it relates to that. And I have a Discord now. It's really like new and small, but you can join. It's gonna be fun. And I have a YouTube channel that's really new and small, but it's fun. Yeah, and I'm gonna work on this game more on Saturday. This is my dream game, and I'm really hoping that it's something that keeps my attention for a little bit. And then I'm really hoping, well, Sunday I'm for sure doing Sunday Fun Day, which is when I just do something whatever. I guess I am just saying bye now at this point. I'm sorry. We made the current time, and the time is 0. I kind of just want to finish it really quick. Okay, const day length is, let's say it's an hour per day. Or an hour in-game. An hour of real time is a day in-game, and then you can speed up time. So, day length. I'm just gonna do this quick so we can all feel happy. Const minute length, and I guess this doesn't have to be an int. Yeah, I'm just gonna try and get work done up to the buzzer. But yeah, I'm so happy so many people came. This like really just touches me. I hope that you had a good time, and I hope you want to come back, because I want you to come back. And it'd be fun. We'd have fun. Keep doing this. Sometimes I post games where we actually like play them before the end of it. And Sunday Fun Day, I was working on a mining mechanic last week, and I might continue it because I really liked the way it looked. And I might do something totally different. Maybe something with like a narrative flow that might be interesting, like piques my interest. It's just whatever I'm curious about. There's also a new Humble Bundle I might buy, and maybe I'll play with that. For anyone that likes Humble Bundles or knows what that is. I mean like asset packs, not like a game or anything. In fact, I'll post the link. People can give me feedback. Is this a good bundle? You bought the bundle? I didn't even say what it was yet. So presumptuous. There's actually 2 of them that I want. And I like, there's one that, so Saturday's the next stream. Yes. I'm not going to do more than one during the work week in a given week. And usually I just don't even do one. This was like a rare thing. These are the 2 Humble Bundles I was looking at. Assets, sound effects, music, particles, stuff like that. Could be fun. Maybe I'll play with that. It's more realism. I usually do Cinti, like low-res polygon stuff, but that could be cool. 1 minute. 1 minute. Okay, oh my gosh, that's not enough time. There's never enough time for game dev. Call it my timer. I'm totally gonna remember what this is next time I come back to it, though. I'm just gonna like to the buzzer here, and then we'll raid out to someone else who you all can meet someone new. My timer dot start. Yeah, that's true. Smog133, thank you for following. I hope that means you're coming back. See, it's a random welcome generator. That's all I am. Okay, so we're gonna run it for a minute length, and then we're gonna say, actually before that, but after it as well, funk on timer end current time plus equals 1. I have to track what the day is. Current day int current minute. I'm just gonna call it a minute, even though it's just gonna be like a fraction of a day. I see the chat going wild. Am I over time? Oh. Okay, but we got 30 seconds left. Oh, it's 2 Nerdy Nerds on right now? Okay. You're planning to come back? Oh, that makes me so happy. Almost Biley, when did you get in? Round it out with a 24-hour stream? My boss will be like, are you coming? And I'll be like talking to him on the stream. You just got here. Oh, I'm just leaving. Okay, let's see. I feel a little bad because I always raid them, and I don't, but I'll be back on Saturday. I always raid them, and I want to give other people a chance, but also their game is coming out in less than a week, and I really want to love and support them. So here's the deal. We're gonna keep rating them until their game comes out. And then after their game comes out, we'll meet some new people. Just work from home. I like can't because tomorrow they're giving us free waffles. So I have to be there. Yeah, before your overtime. Okay, so they're releasing a game in less than a week on Steam for sale. Like, they're professionals and they need wish lists. Okay, so even if you're not gonna buy the game, when we go in there, I'm gonna pull up the Steam page so you all can wish list it. It costs you nothing and it's gonna help them so much more than like probably even anything else you could do. So please, like, if you're not AFK, like if you have the mouse or whatever near you, please wish list their game or come back and do it. Follow them if you didn't. Okay, ready? All right, bye everyone. I hope you have a great rest of your week. And hopefully I'll see you on Saturday. Good night.